Hi, this is Mahadeva Ishaya here, monk of the Bright Path Ishayas. Someone told me something once on a meditation retreat that literally stopped me in my tracks. They said, you don't have to finish another thought. You never have to finish another thought. To me, that was mind-blowing. It was revolutionary. Because like most people, I live my life from here. You know, if there was, almost like a puppet, to be honest. You know, if there was happy thoughts, then I was happy. I was a happy puppet. If my thoughts were sad or despondent, then I was sad and despondent puppet. But there was no gap. There was no space. I was, for all intents and purposes, my life was defined by the content of my mind. And then I began to meditate. And then I began to practice the Ishayas meditation techniques. And I began to create this kind of separation, a sense of separation between my awareness and the thoughts that were moving across that awareness. That was a game changer for me, because I began to realize I am not the thought. I'm not the thoughts. If I can see them coming and going, then I can't be them. I must be that which is aware of them. Yet there was still a lot of patterns, there was still a lot of beliefs, a lot of kind of ways I did things, ways I approached things that were still kind of there. So this idea that you never have to finish another thought, the way I took it was like an invitation to be even more aware, to bring more awareness to the moment. And it was amazing, because what I saw was all these familiar stories, these stories that I'd told myself about why I could do something, why I shouldn't do something. Oh, this person had done something wrong to me, or I'd done something wrong to them, or just all the stuff that goes on and on through our heads, the thousands of thoughts that we have every single day. It was like these stories had their own life, and it turned out that most of them were the same from one day to the next. It was the same patterns that were coming across the screen of awareness. And so the ability just to see them, it kind of stopped them. Just giving awareness, being aware that there was this distance from me to these things, these thoughts. It meant that they just slowed down. And it meant that I stopped being run by the content of my brain, content of my mind, most of which was just old stories that I picked up from people through the course of my life. And that begins to create freedom. That begins to create an opportunity to redefine what it is you are, not based on the content of the mind, not based on the things that are coming and going, but what is it that's always there? The awareness that's always there. So it's an invitation, this video, for you. Why don't you play with that? Just be more attentive. Bring your awareness and see what it is, the stories, the familiar things that you tell yourself that you know that probably don't serve you. Just play with, I don't need to finish everything that comes in my head. And if you've got a meditation practice, then use that. That's absolutely fantastic. If you don't have one, then you can check out our website, thebrightpath.com, thebrightpath.com, for a very, very effective and easy method just to create that separation, to create that distance from the thought to the awareness. And so you begin to realize what you actually are is the unchanging, the eternal, the awareness that is constantly aware of everything, unaffected by what it is that comes and goes. Just play. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on another video. Bye bye.